Hello and welcome back to German Made Simple. Today we're gonna see the personal pronouns, so sit back and get ready for the video. So today we're gonna see the pronouns. First of all, we want to understand what is a pronoun. The word pronoun comes from the Latin language. Pro means for, and noun means a word. So pronoun means for a word. It means it stays, it replaces another word. Which word do pronouns replace? Nouns. So to use pronouns we need context. So in the example, my car is red and it is very fast. I know what it refers to. I know which word it replaces. My car. So, mein Auto ist rot. Es ist sehr schnell. Es will be the pronoun replacing das Auto. So let's take a look at the personal pronouns in nominative. Ich, meaning I. Ich sehe meinen Freund. Du, meaning you, as an informal approach. Du hast heute Geburtstag. Sie, meaning you, in the formal approach. Herr Schmidt, sind Sie bereit? You, in this case, if we talk to someone, using the formal approach, Sie, and it's always written with a capital letter. Sie, es, meaning she, he or it. Sie hatte eine schöne Uhr. Hat einen schönen Garten. Es hat ein Geschenk. Wir, meaning we. Wir haben Maria gehört. Ihr, meaning you, in plural. Ihr wohnt in Longbourn. And sie, meaning they. Sie sind am Flughafen. The first personal pronoun in singular will be mich. If we take the example from before, ich sehe meinen Freund, I can go on and say, sieht mich aber nicht. So I see my friend, but he doesn't see me. We can analyze the sentence. He doesn't see whom? Me. Sieht mich nicht. Me, mich, will be our accusative object. In this case, it is a personal pronoun, so we will use the accusative personal pronoun. The second person in singular is dich. If we take the example from before, du hast heute Geburtstag. Wer hat heute Geburtstag? Du. You is here our nominative subject. Deine Eltern rufen dich an. Your parents are calling you. Informal approach. In the accusative, dich. The formal approach will be Sie. If we take the example from before, Herr Schmidt, sind Sie bereit? Wir rufen Sie gleich an. Formal approach, a form of politeness. So we would have Mr. Schmidt, are you ready? We will call whom? We will call you. You, in this case, if we talk to someone, using the formal approach, Sie, and it's always written with a capital letter. The third person singular, we had this example, sie hatte eine schöne Uhr. Now let's go on and transform eine schöne Uhr in an accusative personal pronoun. Sie hat sie aber verloren. But she lost it. She lost the watch. So the first sie in this case would be the nominative, and whom or what did she lose? In this case, the beautiful watch. sie hat die schöne Uhr verloren. And we replace die schöne Uhr through the accusative personal pronoun. This is why we have sie hat sie verloren. For him, we had the example hat einen schönen Garten. And then we can go on and transform einen schönen Garten to a personal pronoun in Akkusativ. Pflegt ihn jeden Tag. He's taking care of him every day. Wen pflegt jeden Tag? Ihn, den Garten. When it comes to it, we had the example es hat ein Geschenk, it has a present. Now we will change it to the child. Das Kind wird es heute öffnen. The child will open it today. What is es? Das Geschenk. The first person in plural would be uns. If we take the example from before, wir haben Maria gehört. We heard Maria. But sie hat uns nicht gehört. But she doesn't heard us. Us in this case would be the accusative, and we replace the accusative object with a personal pronoun in accusative here, us, uns. The example for you in plural was ihr wohnt in London. You live in London. Now we can go on further. Besucht euch eure Tochter oft? Does your daughter visit you often? The you changed to euch. The third person in plural, we had the example Sie sind am Flughafen. They are at the airport. And now let's say he will pick them up. This will be holt sie später ab. He will pick them up. So they will change to them in English. However, in German, it doesn't change. So as a conclusion, we can say that we have three groups of personal pronouns. We have the first group, the second group, and the third group. The first group is when I or we are talking about ourselves. The second group is when we or I talk to somebody else as you. And the third person is always when I talk or we talk to somebody else about somebody else or something else. The first person in singular, im Nominativ, would be ich. The first person plural in nominative is wir. When it comes to the second person in nominative, we have the formal and the informal approach. The informal approach would be in singular du. The formal approach in singular would be sie, written always with a capital letter. The informal approach in plural is ihr, and the formal approach for the second person in plural is also sie, written, of course, with a capital letter S. When it comes to the third person, we have the masculine personal pronoun, sie, the feminine personal pronoun, and es, the neutral personal pronoun, in singular. In plural, we have sie, they. When it comes to the personal pronouns in accusative, we will have for the first person in singular, it's mich, meaning me. For the first person in plural, uns, meaning us. For the second person in singular and informal, we have dich, meaning you. And for the second person, using the formal approach, we have sie, written with a capital S. The second person in plural in accusative would be, for an informal approach, euch, meaning you. And using the formal approach, it will be the same, sie, written with a capital letter. When it comes to the third person in singular, we have sie for the feminine personal pronoun, ihn for the masculine personal pronoun, and es for the neutral personal pronoun. For plural, for the third person, in accusative, it doesn't change from the nominative part. So it is sie. So this was it for today, everyone. The video about the personal pronouns took a little bit longer than I thought, so in the next video I will present you the possessive pronouns. The exercises for both, for the personal and the possessive pronouns, will be in the next video. I hope you appreciated my video and you learned something out of it. If this is the case, please give it a like. If you have any questions, write them in the comments below. And if you want to support my channel and enjoy more content, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next video.